going? Hard Talk Radio here. I'm your host, MrDeadman. And tonight we're talking about Chopping Mall. But before we get into that, do you believe in monsters? Do you like urban legends? Like cryptids? You like that sort of thing? Like the Chupacabra, the Sasquatch, the Goat Man? Then you're gonna like this. Monsters Exist. Dead Man's Tome. Monsters Exist. Available on Amazon, paperback, ebook, and it's pretty easy to find. I've heard that real American horror isn't so easy to find. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. Chopping Mall. Man, I liked it. I mean, it is a fun film. It is a fun film. Okay, first off, it's a Roger Corman film. Like Julie Corman, Roger Corman. It's a Corman production. It's funded by them. It was pretty much produced by them. I mean, it was produced by them. Jim Wynorski. I mean, he practically he admitted that it was Corman that pretty much taught him how to make this movie. You know, led him how to do it. Which, if you don't know who Corman is, I mean, Corman has produced so many great movies, so many masterpieces, like Dino Shark. Oh man, or Cobra Gator. No, but seriously though, Corman has produced so many films, and there's a lot of tribute to that there. I mean, there's Corman movies all throughout this film. Anyway, oh, by the way, in tonight's episode, there's going to be a horror trivia towards the end of it. So if you're sticking around, if you're watching, you definitely want to stick around towards the end, and I'll drop the link to the Discord chat, the voice chat, and there we can do the horror trivia, and there's some prize money attached to that. Octoshark, yes, Octoshark was so bad that it was hilarious. See, that's the thing about Corman movies too. They actually make profit. They actually make money, because as ridiculous as these concepts sound, how like something like Piranhaconda, a movie like Piranhaconda, it's a TV movie. Piranhaconda, you'd hope it's a TV movie. As ridiculous as that sounds, it actually makes a profit because people are going to watch that. I want to watch that. I would watch that and have a good time with it. I got to say, with Chopping Mall, right away from the cover, you are expecting like a maniac, like I guess kind of like a maniac robot with like buzzsaws or chainsaws or someone being hacked. My only real complaint about this movie is that there's no one getting hacked. There's no chainsaws, there's no buzzsaws, there's no saws of any kind. In fact, no one's getting cut. No one gets cut. No one gets hacked. No one gets slashed. It's a lot of lasers. It's a lot of lasers and explosions from propane tanks and fire or gasoline. So what is the movie about? Well, I mean, right away the movie gets into it, like right from the very beginning. Like you get one logo and then boom, it opens up, someone's committing crime, someone's robbing in the mall. And I don't know, like if you're having a problem with burglars, having a problem with riots, problem with people just trying to like loot your store, you need this protector unit. You need what's coming around the corner, this protector unit, this thing that looks like a Alpha 5 or Johnny 5. Like a mixture of them. It looks like Rob the Robot, but with an Alpha from Power Rangers with that helmet on there. And this thing, in the video you see, it just shoots a tranquilizer dart and tranquilizes the robber, the criminal. Okay. And then you find out, oh, that's just an advertising, not an advertising, a presentation that's being given at the mall to all the mall employees by, some bigwig business guy who's like, this is going to be the future. You're going to be protected by these robots. What how could this go wrong, right? How could this go south, right? Oh, in that, by the way, in that crowd, there's another reference to a movie called Eating Raoul, which I have not seen. But in that movie, there's I understand there's a couple. They run a restaurant, but they are in this movie and they're playing themselves, like they're playing the same characters from that movie. It's kind of interesting. Which the reason I bring to that is because in that moment, there's a line that's see, there's these three robots that they're presenting, three protector units, and they make a comment. The woman, I'm assuming the wife, is like, I don't know, they look kind of it says something about them, and the guy's like, I don't know, the one in the middle has a more ethnic quality to her, like exotic quality, as if it was a female, as if the robot could be female. Or is the robot a woman? I couldn't tell you. But I will say that they're like the robots in the movie, they shoot lasers, right? One of them shooting a pink laser, and it could be. So yeah, I guess one of the robots is female. I guess there is a female robot there. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the guy giving the presentation answered a bunch of questions like, oh, I mean, we saw tranquilized robbers or criminals. Is it going to hurt them? He's like, oh, don't worry. You have nothing to worry about. It just stuns. If you show them your identification, your badge, your mall badge, they'll let you go, and everything will be fine. There's no problems. You know what? In the presentation, no one mentions anything about lasers. No one, the guy doesn't mention that they could be murderous little things. No. So after that presentation, we are greeted to a montage, an 80s montage of that is everything 80s. Okay, like if you thought Stranger Things was good because of a flashback to the 80s, then you're gonna love this. Because this is it in its authentic form. I mean, this is a product of the 80s, showing the 80s. It's like someone was walking around the mall with a camcorder and just put it up there, okay? You got kids riding skateboards, you got people making out, you got adults making out, you got those very 80s generic Coca-Cola cups. And I like the supermodels. You get supermodels walking around in bikinis. Very, very 80s. Tecate. Anyway. So, how bad can this get? So we have our little robots, but how do our protector units go from being robots that are just going to help protect the mall and keep things safe to homicidal, right? Is it going to be a computer glitch? Is it going to be like they're hacked or something? Is it going to be a virus? No, none of that. It's lightning. It's literally just lightning bolts. And it happens so fast that you would miss it. Like the first time watching this, I was like, so wait, the robots are just evil from the get-go? But no. And all of a sudden, I guess they're supposed to do something. Evil lightning. Then we're in this lab. This geek. In a lab coat. Just chilling. Having some me time. Finds a centerfold. You know? By the way, the T and A in this movie. The T and A in Chopping Mall. Great. Man, if you like the sleazy 80s horror movies for T and A, you're going to love this. You're going to absolutely love it. What's up, Cool Tactic? What's going on, ZXV? What's going on, Kaiser? How you guys doing? Anyway, all this guy is doing is looking at a centerfold and having some me time. And the robot behind him, I guess, I don't know. I guess he's like a prude or something. I guess he's has a problem with that. And instantly, just with this little robot hands, and they look like I said, Rob the robot, like little plastic hands that just extend out. Like it doesn't even look. It looks so cheap. It sticks right through his neck. kills him. Dead. Instantly. Then the lab technician comes in. The other guy, I guess, is relief. But where's the body? The body just disappears. The body's gone. The body's gone. See, after that death, we see that they're supposed to be college kids or teenagers. I don't know what exactly they are. I guess young adult or whatever. They work at the mall. They work in a furniture store, and they're planning this party. Okay, they're planning a party to do after the mall closed in the furniture store where they all just get fucking laid. They're all bringing their girls, and one of them has an extra girl that they're bringing for the kind of the nerd of the group, so he can get laid too. So it's that. So we see that. We see our kind of like stupid, simple plot to kind of get everybody, or get our, I guess, survivors or whatever. You don't really care about it, these characters anyway. But it's a reason to get them in the mall. It's a reason to get them in that situation. Okay. And then that lab technician assistant guy comes in, and that guy is gone. The body is gone. Where's the blood? Where's the splatter? Oh, it's gone. There is no splatter. So did the robots clean up the mess too? I guess so. I guess they could just make bodies just disappear. I guess that's what happened. But, he looks around and sees a donut. Okay, starts relaxing a little too. Relaxing too much. I guess the robot has a problem. And kills that guy. So immediately, just because of a lightning bolt, these robots are going freaking murderous on a murderous rampage. We see some more stuff. Our heroes are going to be heroes, or dicking around some more. Some crap you don't really care about. And then we get a scene with Dick Miller. Now, if you don't know who Dick Miller is, I mean, I'm sure you've seen him before. If you like horror movies, you've seen him plenty of horror movies, and you've seen Dick Miller. He's in Gremlins. All right. He's in Buckets of Blood. A Bucket of Blood. I mean, he's in this movie he plays Walter, which usually in cheesy sort of campy horror movies, that's what he's doing. If he makes a cameo appearance, he's playing Walter, like the same character. It's just a fun little thing. He gives him some sass. The robot comes in, gives him some sass. See, it's after hours, right? These robots are supposed to secure and protect and keep the mall safe. But what happens is, well, of course, we know they're murderous, right? But, so, Dick Miller's out there. He's mopping. He's a janitor. And the robot comes up to him. He's like, identification badge. Let me see your ID badge. He's like, ID badge? I work at the mall, you dipshit. Like, right away, just give him some attitude. Give him some sass. I work at the mall. What do you mean, identification badge? It's like, I do not make sudden movements. He's like, man, I'll give you a sudden movement right across the head. He's not taking any shit. He's like, what? I'm not taking shit. Starts spilling the mop water. He's like, what the fuck you doing, man? You're messing up my job here. Jesus Christ. He gets electrocuted. Gets fucking electrocuted, dude. It's crazy. Anyway. So, this all leads to one of the most awkward sex scenes I think I've seen in horror in a while. No, I think it has to be the most awkward sex scene in horror. It's essentially an orgy, but it's not an orgy. See, in the furniture store, on the beds and the couches, that's all there. These college kids, I guess, are all fucking. They're all fucking. You have on one bed, the dude's eating her pussy out. On the other bed, they're just fucking. On the other one, they're dancing around, and then they get to fucking. So, I don't know if that was a thing. I don't know if that's the thing that the people do in furniture stores, like people that work at them. Is that a thing that happens? I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. That people that work at the stores probably do get the dirty on the furniture. But yeah, that's what's happening here. And of course, we got a nerd couple right there, kind of nerdy, kind of more virgin-esque. They're watching Attack of the Crab Monster, another Roger Corman production, and they're watching that, and they finally get to making out. So they're going to be our virgins in this movie. They're going to be the ones who actually survive, most likely, right? Anyway, so we got the murderous robots roaming the mall, and we got our little orgy thing going on here. So what's going to happen? Somehow they have to get out of there to roam the mall, to cross paths. Well, it's very simple. All you have to do is send them out for smokes. Oh shit! Hold on one moment. Ah shit. Oh. Man, that skull mask, I have to take that shit off. The salt in my eyes was getting unbearable. Unfucking bearable. Oh, man. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that again. Oh, God. Yeah, the dead skull thing is gone. I'll take the, I'm going to sell you meth look. Anyway. Yes, you send them out to the mall to buy smokes or whatever to dick around. And that's where we actually get... See, when I say this movie is a lot of fun, like I said, it starts off right away. It gets right into it. There's really no slowdown in this movie. There's no cool down in this movie. Right away, you're greeted with action. And early on, you get like a really good death scene. This. Boom. Head explosion. Like that. And look at that guy. Look at that robot. See? Like a Johnny 5 and Alpha put together, right? Yeah. Really awesome. Really cool. Really cool. The head just explodes like crazy. By the way, let me take a break here real fast. What is the best head explosion? What is the best head explosion in a horror movie? In a movie in general? Scanners, right? Scanners like number one. It's going to be a tie between Scanners and Maniac. Scanners, Maniac, and Chopping Mall is definitely going to have to be on the list. Now, Scanners definitely be number one. There's no real contender. Maniac is great though. Maniac is beautiful. You know, we need more head explosions in movies. They need to stop doing these PG-13 movies. We need more hard R. Oh yeah, Deadly Friend. Deadly Friend, cool tactic. Good point. The basketball. When the chick throws the basketball at the old lady's head and it just explodes. That is great. That's lovely. And it's funny about that is that head explosion wasn't even going to be in that movie. It wasn't going to be like that. What Wes Craven, he didn't want to do that. He wanted to make it more family friendly, but the producers were telling him to make it more violent, make it more aggressive and gory. So it's like, okay, that's why if you ever seen Deadly Friend, it seems like it's two different movies put together. That's why. That's why you kind of get like, it seems like even just for like the cinematography, it looks like it's a family-friendly PG-13 movie, but all of a sudden there's like this, extreme violence and gore and all that stuff. Now, Chopping Mall does not have a problem with tone. Chopping Mall has tone all the way from the beginning. Like, you get it. These things are murderous little robots. They're coming out. They're gonna hunt you down. And I gotta say, man, like these things, they do look. For the time, I guess they weren't cheap. Looking at it now, like you could tell they look like they're plastic or put together by like some like scrap metal, whatever. They don't look like they could really take much. But when our guys, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but when our guys start trying to take them on with an assault rifle or a semi-assault rifle, semi-automatic, shotguns, and using a revolver and propane tanks that they find at the mall. See, after our bobacious babe gets her head exploded by a laser that managed to hit its target, the rest of the cast freak out and they start to run because the robots can just shoot the glass and shatter and just enter the furniture store and start raiding. Now, here's the thing about what's funny about the lasers that the robots shoot. Sometimes they work and they can make a head explode. Sometimes they can make just burn a hole in your clothes and just kind of hurt you. Sometimes they can shatter windows and shatter doors, but most of the time they hit nothing. And when I say hit nothing, it's like Stormtrooper Star Wars. It's like worse than that. Because at this time our party kind of split. The chicks go to the vents, and the guys, they go find a gun store in a mall in California. Yeah. This mall, which is the same mall that they use for Commando and other movies. But in this mall, we're supposed to believe that they found a gun store. Was that ever a thing in the 80s? Did they ever have guns as readily available? I don't think so. Especially not in California. But anyway, they find it. They load up. They get everything going. We're going to send them a Rambogram. And that's an actual line. Oh, speaking of lines, I missed one really hilarious one during the orgy scene. Because even like the Rambogram thing and the orgy scene, guys, if you're not scoring with the ladies, what you need to do when you're making out with her is say, "You smell like pepperoni." She's like, "Well, if that's how you feel, I like pepperoni." That's all you need. That's all the class you freaking need. That's what I learned from this movie. Anyway, yeah, when our heroes, our guys, fully loaded up, are shooting these freaking protector units, I don't know who has worse aim. Because our guys are, I have an image of this. Let me put it here. They're not taking cover. Oh, that's Dave Miller. Let me get it. They're not taking any cover. They're just shooting. That's all they're doing. Okay? Out in the open. While the protector units are shooting lasers. And just missing. Like horrible. It's like, okay. Are these guys just like protected like by magic or something? What's going on here? But yeah, I mean, I guess the lasers work whenever they need to work. And I think what the need is, see, I was thinking maybe these robots only really try to kill the women. Maybe these robots really hate the ladies. I mean, they end up killing the guys too. But when I'm thinking back on this, I think the only time the lasers really seem to mess with them, or with our heroes, is when they're shooting at the ladies. That's it. I think the guys, one guy dies because he gets thrown off the balcony and he falls. The other guy, and I'm actually kind of forgetting how he died. Honestly, for fucking shit. I mean, it was not that very memorable. But anyway, during the shootout, our guys also find propane tanks. Because guns aren't going to do anything to these robots. No. Apparently these robots, even though they look like they're made cheaply with plastic and scrap metal, bullets not going to even penetrate. Don't even try. So they find propane tanks. They throw the propane tanks. They shoot it. Cool explosion. And I do like the practical effects. They're very fun. The robot falls on its side. It looked like they kick its ass. All right, our crew leaves. They're celebrating, and we kind of go off. With the scene changes to the chicks. What are they doing? They're crawling around in vents. They're crawling around in vents trying to escape the mall. All right? But what happens? Our rogue protector units are somehow having hacked the mall's like infrastructure somehow to they're cranking up the heat in the vents. They somehow hacked the AC and the heat where they just increase it. just because of crazy lighting, just because of mad lighting struck, these robots are doing this crap. It's insane. It's fucking wild. But so we have the ladies getting fried, getting grilled in the freaking attic, or in the attic, in the crawl space, and they can't take it. They're in the air ducts and they can't fucking take it. And they eventually they get sweated out. Okay. That protector unit we thought was down, not down. It gets back up. And it gets back up. If you ever seen the South Park episode on the Rascals, I think they're just called Rascals. They're sort of like the they're just electric scooter that very large people use, very body positive people use when they go shopping at Walmart. It looks like that. It uses like its little arms to like lift itself back up. It's so corny. It's so funny. Now, out of all of our heroes, which one's going to survive, right? I mean, you have the guys with the guns, you have the chicks being sweated out of the crawl space, of the air ducts. Which one of them are really gonna survive? The virgin guys, right? The virgin chick and the virgin dude. Okay. It turns out the virgin chick is like a great shot. And the reason why she's a great shot is because her dad was a Marine. That's it. That she's an army brat. What I'm saying is they get this little plan to destroy the robots, or at least one of them, or whatever, by trapping them in the elevator. And they're not going to use the elevator, though, because they can't, because they're pretty sure the robots hacked it so that they can't use it. Okay. All right, we're fine with that, sure. So they set up the propane tanks around the elevator so that they can hit it, boom, take out the robots in the elevator. Have a crash. Okay, cool. Happens that they actually trapped one of them. They actually got one of them in. Okay, cool. Now, they're on a balcony, and they are shooting with an AR-15, a shotgun, a revolver at 2 propane tanks, and they're all missing. They're all missing. Horrible shots. The virgin girl takes the revolver, aims, boom. Okay, there we go. Okay, our badass hero is going to be the virgin chick. Okay, all right, cool. She's going to be our Sarah Connor. That's what she's going to be. I like immediately. Like you do kind of like Terminator vibes from this. At this one part, I guess. Actually, I guess from that moment on, you do, because really the rest of the movie is our virgin chick fighting off the robots and outsmarting them. Because the rest of the cast, they end up dying. And I mean, they die fast. Like the movie is only 75 minutes and it is going freaking fast. Okay. I think around when they explode the first robot is the only time there's actually any sort of calm in the movie, where they're just kind of sitting around and just talking about nothing, about how they're trapped and they're going to die in the mall. It's a moment where the robots seem to have left them alone, don't know where they are,
and they're just sort of there. So they could have stayed there and just rode out the time. I'm sure when in the morning hours, so when the mall reopens, when people start going back to the mall to do their job and the robots start shooting them, that, you know, word would get out, hey, we got these murderous robots here, and then the police would come, SWAT team would come, and maybe the military would come. I mean, you know what? Maybe these robots are actually military hardware, and that the military would just come and pick the robots back up because that the program worked, because these things are fucking killer. But no, what they decide to do is they have a plan. They're going to trick the robots. They're going to set up pretty cool. You use a lot of dummies. Use a lot of those those clothing dummy whatevers. Use them. Cool. All right. Got the robots to come their way. They start firing at the dummies. The guys are shooting at them to, I guess, keep them. I don't even know why the guys are continuing to use the guns. They don't do anything. They don't do anything at all to the robots. But they use mirrors. The lasers bounce off the mirrors, and one of the robots gets messed up. Okay, all right. Oh, not even, because when they're doing this, this is why I forgot this dude's death. Because one guy gets thrown off the balcony, but one of our heroes, one of our guys, his death is so fucking hilarious. So in this fucking shootout at this part, he gets in a freaking scooter. They have like this electric scooter thing that you'd use in the mall to just take supplies from one store to the other, I guess. I don't know. And he gets on that, and the scooter's just like a few steps away. It wasn't like far. He was shooting at the robot with his AR-15 or shotgun or whatever he was using. And he's like, okay, well, let me go ahead and get on the scooter and ride into it, charge into it, just going like 3 miles an hour, not even, right into the robot while shooting at it, like Rambo style, I guess. But because the robot is electrifying or whatever, the moment he makes contact, he gets electrocuted and dies. It's so fucking stupid. So cool. Oh, man. Yeah. From that moment on, it is pretty much Virgin Chick taking on the robots and showing that she can kick ass. She doesn't need no man to protect her. No, in fact, if anything, her boyfriend tries to help out, but her boyfriend is a dipshit. He ends up getting thrown around by the robot. Get some head trauma. Yeah, it's just Virgin Chick. Man. That's kind of the movie in the nutshell, man. In a nutshell. But I gotta say, the practical effects, the explosions, great. I mean, the budget went to that. The budget went to explosions in the mall, blowing stuff up. The head explosion early on. Maybe, yeah, a little money definitely went on the robots, and it definitely looks like it. I mean, the acting. The acting is where you need it to be for this movie to be fun. It's over the top screaming when the robots are chasing them. It's stupid fucking lines that are just hilarious. I mean, the movie was literally written in 24 hours. Like the script was written in 24 hours. I think they shot it in like 22 days. I think. And they used one place, the mall. I have to say, if you like that, like I said before, if you like those 80s movies, or if you like the 80s vibes of Stranger Things, and you like that, especially I think it was season 3 when they're doing that shootout in the mall, whatever, when they're attacking the thing in the mall, then I would hope you would like this, because that more authentic, genuine 80s feel, because it's a product of the 80s. And like the mall scene is just fucking fucking fantastic. Fucking great. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, I think we did talk about best explosions, best head explosions. We mentioned the good ones: Scanners, Maniac, Deadly Friend. Dawn of the Dead is another good head explosion. Zack Snyder might have had the faster zombies, but I don't recall a head explosion in the remake. In the original Dawn of the Dead, oh man, black dude loses his head just for being black. I mean, it is what it is. All right, who's all there? You want to do some horror trivia? Because now we can move on to some horror trivia now. But the only way this could work is if I have someone in there that's brave enough to answer a few questions. Now I gotta say, like when you watch videos, they go into detail about how they get those head explosions just right, like what they put into it. It's pretty interesting, man. Of course, they put fake blood, but they also put like leftover lunch. They put, they might put like rabbit liver, like they might put stuff in there that is gonna look kind of gunky and just kind of meaty, you know, when the head finally explodes. Anyway. Okay. So, looks like we don't have any callers here for the hard trivia, but that's no problem. That's fine. We could do that. I mean, if no one's down for the hard trivia, that's fine. It is what it is. Oh, okay. Well, if no one's down for it, well, I gotta keep my money, I guess. I gotta keep my money. Anyway, but yeah, so I definitely highly recommend Shopping Mall. It is a really fun movie. It's a good movie, guys. They could definitely enjoy it. And yeah. All right, man. You guys take it easy.